my third installment of unsolicited bourbon reviews. Today we'll be reviewing Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. Obviously I don't need to introduce the name Jack Daniel's. It's obviously one of the most popular whiskey companies in the world. I drank a lot of Old Number 7 at one point in my life. Since my late 20s, hasn't really piqued a lot of interest. I think just the nature, it's a low proof. I think just the smell of Old Number 7, I think a lot of my friends could agree that we kind of have a natural aversion to it at this point in life. But been reading a little bit about this product in particular. It's getting a lot of buzz through a lot of subreddits, bourbon reviews, and I've been looking for it for probably about 5 months now. No one has had it. I think a lot of it has been a supply chain thing with Jack Daniel's, even though they're local here in Lynchburg. It's about 45 minutes from my house. But today I was at the liquor store and I happened to come across a bottle, and obviously it was an impulse buy. But enough of that. We'll go ahead and just start talking about the whiskey. Obviously, I think this is a cool looking bottle. Looks fancy, pretty sophisticated. MSRP is about $65. I'm not quite sure what the aftermarket retail is, but I think in areas where they don't care about whiskey, or bourbon, be pretty straightforward. I don't see people paying an arm and a leg for this, but this is a 131.3 proof. Definitely has that barrel proof, real hot. I'm excited to try this. Never had it before. I think we're in for a real treat here. So we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and open it. Smell the top. Pretty nice smell to it. So the mash bill, I think it's interesting that they're calling this a whiskey. I kind of read up on it later today, and I was curious what the mash bill was. It's a 80% corn, 12% rye with an 8% barley. So technically this is a bourbon, but I think for branding purposes, I don't think Jack Daniel's is willing to throw the word bourbon on any of their products, but by nature, this is technically a bourbon due to it being more than 51% corn. Fun fact that no one really gives a shit about, but hey, we'll see what this thing tastes like. As you see, it's got some nice color on it, nice amber. The aging is undisclosed. Everything I've read on it says it's anywhere between a 6 to 8 year whiskey. I don't want to say bourbon, but smells, and for a 131 proof, I'm really surprised it doesn't have that harsh ethanol alcohol smell to it that burns nostrils. So I think did a real good job of kind of off the bat hiding the alcohol content. I'm sure the taste will be a little bit more revealing on this. Out the gate, it's like caramel, brown sugar. It has a banana to it, like an artificial banana, like the Laffy Taffy banana or a Runts banana. It's rather interesting. Doesn't smell that typical, that Jack Daniel's with that usual mash bill they use. So I think, again, this is why this product has gotten so much attention in recent months. But we'll go ahead and give it a try and see where we end up. You definitely taste that brown sugar. You definitely get that finish at the end with that 131.3 proof. It's real smooth. I kind of stay away from some of the barrel proof stuff because a lot of it's pretty harsh, but I think this was a pleasant surprise. Not too harsh. It really has that good flavor on the front end. It's sweet. It's kind of what I lean towards most of my picks. So Again, surprisingly, this is kind of out of my comfort zone in terms of Jack Daniel's product, but I think this is very good. I would say this is definitely worth the $65 MSRP. Again, it doesn't taste like Jack Daniel's. I think I'd be very curious to see how this would do in a blind tasting with some actual people who do this for a living, to see if they can point out if this is actually Jack Daniel's product. But this is very good. Again, that nice banana. It's kind of, again, if you don't like the artificial tasting banana, you're not going to like this, but that brown sugar is definitely prevalent, caramel, and that heat definitely hangs out the end with that finish. It definitely lingers in the back of your throat. So you definitely feel that barrel proof of that 131.3 proof. I think this is an excellent product. Definitely would recommend this from a scale to 1 to 10. 1 being I wouldn't even give this away. This would straight be a drain pour, to 10 being the best thing I ever consumed. This is definitely a solid 8. But yeah, I think, again, I encourage you guys to, if you're interested, to pick this up. I think it was definitely worth the wait and the hype that surrounded this product. And again, feel fortunate I was able to get to you. So thanks for joining the review today. Please hit like and subscribe, and we'll talk soon.